Hello there, this is Mark Zapatella from Outside Shore Music. And in this video, I want to talk about the Picardy third. This is a device that is really often seen in Baroque music where you have a minor key piece and the final chord, instead of being the tonic minor chord, is a major chord built on that tonic. So right here, we're looking at the Bach D minor fugue from the Well-Tempered Clavier, because I still have counterpoint on the mind even though we're officially done with the course, but we're transitioning, all right? So this is the subject down here that we're about to hear, the final statement of the subject, and it's in D minor. There is an F sharp here. We'll talk about that a little bit, but just listen and hear what we have going on. We're going to start right at this point. All right, so that is the idea. It is a minor key piece, but the final chord is that major chord. Now, at some level, it's a bit of a cliche in Baroque music to have a minor key piece and stick that major chord on at the end. It's not done in every single minor key piece, but it's done an awful lot. And you would like to think that it's the element of surprise. Ooh, surprise, a major chord. But is it really surprising? I think of it as surprising as a game of peekaboo where, oh my gosh, look, there's someone behind those hands. So anyhow, it doesn't really come off as a surprise, but it is a little interesting in this case how Bach really plays with what's going on. I mean, if you look at these last couple measures, we see, right, F natural. And then more F natural. But in that final bar, the second to last bar, we have this use of the F sharp, which is similar to his use of the F sharp a little before. Where that F sharp was there to tonicize this G minor chord. So he's bringing in F sharps every once in a while still in D minor as a way of tonicizing that 4 chord, the G minor chord, playing around with that, going back and forth a little bit, but then ending it on the actual major triad of the D. And so there is a little back and forth, a little subtlety to it. It's not just, hey, let's surprise everyone by putting a D major chord at the end. There's a little more going on than that. In any case, it in some ways feels like this sort of Baroque era affectation, but there's another song that's been on my mind lately for a number of reasons, and it's called Alone Together. And this is a standard that is played by many jazz musicians, and it is also in D minor. So it starts off with a nice D minor sound, but then you're going to hear, I'll just play through these this A section here. You're going to hear it ends with a D major chord, and it's also going to have a D7 chord to tonicize a G minor chord, very much like what Bach was doing. So here's Alone Together. The D major chord. So this also has this a little bit of back and forth going on in that it's in D minor mostly. That D major chord comes in as a little bit of a surprise. It's not actually the final chord of the song. The final chord of the song is a D minor chord, but this is the final chord of the A section, the main melody. And he does introduce that D7 chord to tonicize the G minor, just like Bach did. So this D does come off as a little bit of a surprise because it's in the middle. We're not, we definitely were expecting that D major chord at the end of a Bach piece because it's so common, but a D major chord at the end of an A section of a jazz standard, not so common, and so it really does have a little bit of that element of surprise. So I guess my point here is this idea of the Picardy third putting a major one chord instead of a minor one chord in a song that is in a minor key. If done with care and with subtlety, it can really give you just that little bit of surprise. Again, not like the biggest surprise you've ever had in your life, but just a little bit of added interest. The Picardy third is a tried and true device that you can definitely make work for you.